What if I told you that everything you've been chasing, money, status, even comfort, might be stealing the one thing you can never get back, your time? What if I showed you that a single choice today could save you years of struggle, thousands of wasted dollars, and endless regrets tomorrow? Imagine learning the secrets that successful people know by 30, how to invest in yourself, protect your health, build relationships that actually matter, and say no to the distractions that steal your life. What if I told you that mastering these 6 lessons could completely change the way you live, think, and create your future? In the next few minutes, you're going to discover the shocking truths most people never realize until it's too late. Truths that can free your time, amplify your energy, and make your money work for you instead of the other way around. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at your life the same way again, and you'll finally understand how to live with purpose, freedom, and extraordinary results. What if I told you that every single day you waste is money you'll never get back, opportunities that vanish, and moments with people you'll never see again? Most of us live as if we have endless time, scrolling through feeds, binge-watching shows, or saying yes to things that don't matter, thinking, I'll figure it out later. But the truth is brutal. Time is the one thing you cannot earn back. You can make more money, buy more things, fix mistakes, but you can never reclaim a single second. Imagine your life as a bank account where every day you deposit 86,400 seconds, but there's a catch. Anything you don't spend wisely disappears. No interest, no refunds, no extensions. Shocking, right? And yet, we let hours slip through our fingers like water. Most people don't realize the small daily choices are actually the biggest thieves of our lives. Sitting in traffic, scrolling mindlessly, lingering in toxic relationships, all of it adds up. By the time we hit 30, years of moments have been traded for distractions, and the scary part is that many never notice it until it's too late. What if instead of wasting, you invested your time as carefully as you invest your money? What if every hour you spent today built a skill, deepened a connection, or created a memory that mattered? The power of understanding time is that it makes every decision intentional. Suddenly, saying no becomes a superpower, and saying yes becomes rare and meaningful. When you truly respect your time, you begin to see what's urgent versus what's important. And you stop trading your life for things that don't pay interest in happiness, growth, or peace. What if the secret to freedom, wealth, and fulfillment wasn't earning more, but protecting the seconds you already have? Most people chase money thinking it will buy them time, but the real mastery is in learning to value your moments so highly that every choice is deliberate, every action purposeful, and every relationship nourishing. Time is more than currency, it's your life. And treating it casually is the most expensive mistake you can make. What if I told you that the money, time, and energy you spend on yourself today will multiply in ways you can't even imagine tomorrow? Most people wait for the right time to learn, to grow, or to take risks thinking they are too young, too busy, or too inexperienced. But here's the shocking truth. Every day you delay investing in yourself is a day you lose compounded growth, opportunities, and potential. Picture this. A single skill you master in your 20s can pay you more over a lifetime than a decade of overtime at a dead-end job. A single book read, a single habit formed, a single mentor sought. These are the seeds of wealth, confidence, and freedom. Yet many people treat themselves like a low-priority expense, spending on gadgets, parties, or fleeting pleasures while ignoring the one investment that will never fail them, themselves. What if the person you are today could meet the person you will become if you actually dedicated time and resources to learning, health, and growth? The difference is astonishing. People who invest in themselves early don't just gain skills, they gain clarity, resilience, and the ability to navigate life with precision. Imagine someone in their late 20s who finally starts learning digital skills, emotional intelligence, or financial literacy. By the time they hit 35, they're earning more, making better choices, and living a life most people only dream of. Meanwhile, those who wait are often trapped in regret, wondering where all the time and opportunities went. Investing in yourself is not selfish, it's strategic. Every course you take, every book you devour, every small habit you build compounds like interest in a bank account. Start today, and your future self will thank you in ways you can't even imagine. What if I told you that every extra dollar you earn could secretly be stealing your freedom instead of giving it to you? Most people think that earning more automatically means living better. But here's the shocking truth. As your income rises, so do your expenses, and often faster than your earnings. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it's silently robbing millions of people of their financial freedom, peace of mind, and even time. You buy a slightly bigger apartment, a nicer car, more gadgets, more dining out, more subscriptions, all thinking, I can afford it now. But what you don't realize is that each of these small upgrades compounds over years, leaving you trapped in a cycle where no matter how much you earn, you never feel wealthy. Imagine this, two people earn the same salary, but one lives below their means while the other spends every extra penny. In 10 years, one has the power to invest, travel, or take risks, while the other is barely surviving, just keeping up with appearances. The shocking part? Society trains us to measure success by what we own, not by what we keep, and most people fall for it without even noticing. What if the key to true wealth wasn't about earning more but mastering restraint? What if every time you said no to unnecessary spending, you were actually saying yes to freedom, security, and opportunities that most people never even get? By avoiding lifestyle inflation, you gain leverage over your life. You can take career risks, start businesses, invest in experiences, or retire early without the constant pressure of high expenses dragging you down. The money you save becomes your tool, your shield, and your wings. And here's the most shocking truth. The earlier you start this habit, the more powerful it becomes. A small choice today, living slightly below your means, can compound into millions tomorrow. But if you wait, lifestyle inflation sneaks in silently, and by the time you notice, you're already behind. What if the secret to true financial freedom, peace, and choice wasn't in earning a fortune, but in living smarter than the world expects, controlling your desires and making your money work for you instead of the other way around? What if I told you that the diploma on your wall might mean far less than the people you surround yourself with? Most of us spend years chasing degrees, certifications, and titles, believing that knowledge alone will open doors. But here's the shocking truth. The world doesn't always reward what you know. It rewards who you know, who trusts you, and who believes in you. You can have the perfect resume, but if you're invisible to the right network, opportunities will pass you by like ships in the night. Think about it. Some of the most successful people in the world never finished college. Yet they built empires, changed industries, and created legacies, not just because of skills, but because of connections and relationships cultivated with intention. The relationships you invest in today can accelerate your growth tomorrow in ways that money or knowledge never could. Every mentor who believes in you, every friend who introduces you to the right circle, every conversation that inspires a new idea, they are your hidden assets, compounding silently behind the scenes. What if the secret to success wasn't grinding alone, but strategically building bridges with people who lift you higher? What if your next conversation could lead to a job, an investment, or an opportunity that changes your life forever? Most people underestimate the power of genuine relationships. They focus on competition, comparison, or trying to impress strangers instead of investing deeply in meaningful connections. The shocking reality is that while skills can be copied, relationships are unique and irreplaceable. What if the doctor's bills, the endless medications, and the lost productivity are silently sabotaging your future wealth, happiness, and freedom? Most people think health is just about looking good, but the real currency is longevity, energy, and mental clarity, the things that allow you to perform at your best, think clearly, and live fully. Every meal, every workout, every moment you manage stress compounds, just like money invested wisely. But the shocking part is how easily people overlook this. It's not glamorous to go for a walk, meditate, or eat a salad, but the payoff is life itself. What if you treated your body like the most valuable asset you own, not because vanity demands it, but because your freedom, your career, and your relationships depend on it. What if 30 minutes of daily movement or a simple habit change today could save tens of thousands in future medical bills and give you decades more of energy to build the life you want? Health isn't a luxury, it's a necessity, a foundation that every other success rests upon. Ignoring it is the most expensive decision you will ever make, and yet most people only realize it when it's too late. What if the power to extend your life, amplify your energy, and save yourself from years of pain was in your hands today, waiting for you to start making simple, consistent choices that most people ignore? What if I told you that every time you say yes to something meaningless, you are secretly stealing your own life, your money, and your opportunities? Most people think saying yes is the path to success, to being liked, or to not missing out. But here's the shocking truth. Every yes has a cost, and every no is a shield for your time, energy, and dreams. The world loves to distract you. Emails, social obligations, endless meetings, and people asking for favors that don't serve your growth. Saying yes to everything may seem polite or ambitious, but in reality, it scatters your focus, drains your energy, and keeps you from what truly matters. Imagine if every yes you've ever given to the wrong thing added up to months or even years of wasted time that you could have invested in learning, building, or creating freedom for yourself. What if the most successful people weren't the ones who did more, but the ones who said no more strategically, protecting their most precious resource, their focus? Learning to say no is not about being rude. It's about being powerful. It's about recognizing that your time is finite, your energy is limited, and your attention is the currency of results. The shocking reality is that most people never master this skill, and they live their lives reacting to demands instead of creating their own path. What if the very thing holding you back from wealth, growth, and freedom isn't a lack of opportunity, talent, or money, but the inability to refuse distractions that don't serve you? Every no you say to the wrong things is a yes to the right ones. More time to learn, more focus to excel, more energy to create the life you want. Saying no strategically means building boundaries, being deliberate, and valuing your own journey over the noise of the world.